niggas jumping out of order, breaching black power borders, marching with they foul supporters, dressing wild, loud, and horrors talking about. Even when he was a little child, we saw it. He was dressing blouses, tucking phallus. It was kind of sorted, horrid flower, not a florist or botanical. For fans that choose to hear it allegoric, he threw it and he caught it. They lip kissing, really clicking. Okay, that was Taurus. They broke the levees, now we're fags flooded like New Orleans. You hearing Caitlin, that freak to the state of man. He blowing trombones like Nick Hudson let me zone on the. This is Mayaka Brew Entertainment. We just wanted to give him a taste of it. Let's get out of here.
What? No. Black Power, family. Just real quick, this thing was on my mind. I figured I would talk about it with y'all because I kind of ain't been talking to y'all in a little second, I know. But this Marc Lamont Hill situation, I just want to touch on that real quick. The situation is, if you didn't know, basically, you know, he renounced or denounced Farrakhan, saying that you know, he don't rock with him. You know, again, if you didn't know, they have it's called the Farrakhan litmus test, right? He's one of the people that they just use this litmus test where when it's a black person that's vying for that white support and they really want, you know, the white man's vote, so to speak, they give them the Farrakhan litmus test, and it's a way to see, you know, if they're gonna say, you know, good boy and pat them, or if they're gonna, you know, say bad dog and we're not gonna let you win, we're not gonna accept you because of this, right? So for example, Obama, right? When Obama was running for president, Hillary Clinton asked him, you know, Farrakhan has come out publicly and said he'd support you. Do you accept his support? And Obama was like, you know, I don't really have no power over who support me. And then she said, no, I'm asking you directly. Directly, do you denounce that man? Do you withdraw? Do you accept his support? Do you denounce him? Yes or no? And then he was like, yes. Like, I don't. Do you think he's an anti-Semite and all of this, you know, madness? So Marc Lamont Hill recently came out saying, you know, I guess, I don't know how the Farrakhan litmus test was put to him, but his response was, you know, I don't mess with Farrakhan, right? You know, he's been at Farrakhan's mansion and seen in pictures, you know, this type of stuff, right? Also, a couple years back, Farrakhan came up again when Marc Lamont Hill was debating about something. But he didn't denounce him at that time, years ago. But he recently did. So the thing is, a lot of people, you know, calling themselves Black Power or, you know, conscious, or even if they don't consider themselves that, but a lot of black people hearing this, being that they rock with Farrakhan, they not rocking with Marc Lamont Hill because of this recent him coming out saying this. So a lot of them is like, now I don't mess with you no more. I'm unsubscribing. I withdraw my support. All of that, right? I'm cool with that. I agree with that reaction. My whole thing is, my rant is that how could you have been rocking with somebody like Marc Lamont Hill in the first place? That's my whole thing. If you really conscious, African-centered, you know, on your black power, straight black and proud, then you can't rock with Marc Lamont Hill. He been a dog anyway. Let me just bring up some of his most egregious, you know, acts or whatever. Right? So you got one post by him, June 26, 2015. My daughter just texted me saying gay people can get married now. Her excitement made me as happy as the decision itself. My daughter just texted me, gay people can get married now. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Her excitement made me as happy as the decision itself. So he's saying her excitement for the decision made him happy as hell, as well as just him getting the news of the decision itself. The decision made him happy, as well as his daughter being so happy about it made him doubly happy. So that's 2015, 3 years ago. This Farrakhan thing was a week ago. So how did you rock with Marc Lamont Hill after 2015? And this is just public, not to mention, you know, just as far as you know, having some sort of straight black and proud definitive stance against these coons like Marc Lamont Hill. He put up a post with Young Thug with a Gucci woman's dress saying, this is the post. I deleted the previous version of this post because my comments seem to invite homophobic responses. Stop right there. Anybody using the word homophobic, they a dog. They should be a dog. If you jack that word, then something is wrong with you. Because it's a farce. It don't exist. What is a phobia? Just look up a phobia. Just look up one video. You know, look at Storm. She had the claustrophobia. Look at how she reacted in the elevator. Look at how people react to arachnophobia, the deep fear of spiders and phobias of snakes. Like it's people with phobias of spiders. If they hear the word spider, they start crying. They running. You could look up Maury episodes and all of that madness. Been on it. People with phobias. And they try to help them get over it. They bring out the animal or whatever like that. And them people just watch a video. And then when you see that, now think of homophobia and think, have you seen somebody react like that to some faggots? That's just one of the logical, you know, sort of explanations of how that word is just made up propaganda used by the homos, you know, to bully and try to guilt people into being against something. Like no drunk in the world would ever say some crazy shit like you're alcoholophobic or because you're against drinking or drunk driving or you telling them to slow down or no drunks would say, no drug addicts would say nothing that crazy. Nobody else says nothing that crazy but them. Like a phobia is supposed to be a mental illness. So because I'm against homosexuality, I have a mental illness. That's what they're saying.